Hello everybody and welcome back, and we're about to enter into the monastery, where we believe the hobgoblin and maybe even orc and ogre raid is about to take place on Guido's fort. We're met again with a set of double doors that look like this, and they open easily into a temple, and there are 5 pillars. The bizarre thing about this area is that there are no apparent doors. This will immediately strike anybody, especially Carrick, as odd, because where's the rest of the building? We've seen this much here, and we've seen this much, but we know that there is more. And there's also that enigmatic character called the Mapper, who exists here in the real world, but somehow also has a role amongst our party, and well, they would notice there are gaps in their map. So we're going to have to look for secret doors, and it takes 10 minutes to look every section. In fact, it might take more, because 1 square is 20 feet. Is there anything in the description that tells us maybe there's a tapestry and there's a door hiding behind the tapestry? I don't think so. No, it just says, in this room, 5 giant statues of a long-forgotten pagan god support the 20-foot high ceiling with their heads. The floor is smooth stone and very clean. Right. Okay, well, it's all hands on deck then, looking for a secret door, and we're going to have to do it bit by bit. All of us are going to have to line up here and see if we can find anything. Okay, well, that's Liz and that's Carrick, and well, the answer is no, they don't find anything. So we're going to have to roll for here. And nobody finds anything. Now that is 2 turns. We'll roll for this section here. And nobody finds anything, and then we'll roll for this section here. We've spent the guts of half an hour doing this. 10 more minutes. Ah yes, look at that. And that's Liz and that's Sylvia who gets a +2. And we find a secret door here. Good. We're told it pushes open with ease, and we're in a long, narrow corridor. Well, it's 10 foot wide. I must remember that the scale is twice normal. And we have west, and we have a junction that goes east to a dead end, and, well, another room here. Well, I like clearing up the dead ends before we move further in, so let's open this door here. First, let's listen at this door. And Liz doesn't hear anything, so we're going to gather in our usual formation and open it. And lo and behold, this is a garrison. There are 6 hobgoblins and 6 goblins. Right. We're told they're on duty here, protecting the approach to their lair and hideout. 4 of the hobgoblins and 4 of the goblins are sleeping. When the party discovers this room, the sleeping monsters require 2 rounds to arm and prepare for battle. Well, that's good, because that means essentially there are 2 awake hobgoblins and 2 awake goblins. Right, let's roll for surprise. This is what we're here to do. There's no surprise. Let's roll for initiative. And they get it. God damn. So round 1. Okay. The goblins are archers, and they will both take a shot at Liz and Sylvia. Goblin 1 misses. Goblin 2 misses. It's good. I don't like them being hit. A goblin on a hobgoblin on Carrick. Oh, nice one. Yep. And on Donard. Yeah. Right, that's AC 1. He has AC 0. Sweet. Our turn. Right, let's see. the girls return fire on those two hobgoblins. And, well, that's Liz. That's AC 8. Oh, damn. They have AC 6. Sylvia. Ah, forget. She also gets -2 for nausea. 1 for short range. 12. AC 7. She misses. Look at that. If she wasn't nauseous, she would have hit and killed. Right, okay. Donard easily hits. Doesn't kill that hobgoblin. It's down to 1 HP. And Carrick does hit, and he cleans out his hobgoblin. Right. Round 2. I'll do Malin with a dagger. Why not? He's gonna go for a goblin. And that misses. Right, round 2. And it's mutual. Right. Let's do their archery first. The one on Liz hits, well, strictly speaking, it gets +1 short range bonus. So yeah, that's 14. +1 is 15, yeah. Hits Liz and does a massive 5 damage. She's down to 11. The one on Sylvia misses. Right. We still have 2 berries left to eat. Right. Let's do their melee. The one on Malin. Oh, sorry, the one on Donard misses. And the one on Carrick equally misses. Right, let's archeryize these 2 goblins. That's Liz. Cleans out 1. Good. Sylvia misses hers. Malin with the throwing dagger misses. He's only got about 2 left. He'll have to pick those off the ground. Right, our melee. Donard is on the hobgoblin. On him, it only has 1 HP left. Yep, he cleans it out. And Carrick is going to move up and take on this other archery hobgoblin. Yes, and he cleans that out. The 4 awake ones are dead. It is round 3 and the others have woken up. There's 8 of them. Right. And that round, it will have taken them 1 round to wake up, 1 round to prepare, so they are ready for some melee combat. I'm going to do the hobgoblins on melee and the goblins on archery. Right. Round 3, they get initiative. Okay, let's do their archery first. 2 on Liz. 1 miss. And 1 hit. 2 on Sylvia. That's a miss. And that is a hit. She takes 6 damage. No way. Right. Now we've got 2 melee on Donard. It's a miss. That's a miss. And 2 melee on Carrick. It's a miss. And that's a miss. Right. Okay. Argo. Archery. Alright. Liz hits and kills one of the archers. Sylvia misses. Right, it's gonna have to be magic. Liz is down to 8 HP, Sylvia's on 2, and there's 3 archers on them. I have to admit, since I've started putting our back line, our archers, into the line of fire, it has really changed things quite a bit. So it's our second and last sleep spell. And it does 12, and that is enough to put them all to sleep. Let's quickly do some healing. I'll have Sylvia, who's from 2 to 8, eat 2 of the berries. Oh gosh. And that's another whopping great 2 points. She's up to 4. Right. We have 2 staves of healing. Liz is short by 8 HP. We'll try 1 on her. Oh great. So she's up to 10. And we'll try the second one on her. Okay, that's a bit better. She's up to 15. And she has used up both her rations of both staffs of healing. I'll do one on Sylvia just to get her up from 4 to 8, because that puts you out of the range of being one-shotted. Oh good. She is up back to 8, which means she can't be killed with 1 arrow. Okay, let's loot this place, and I'll be back in a minute with the results. While we search the room and we don't find anything, we find some nominal treasure on the hobgoblins and goblins, and that ended up being 33 gold pieces and 65 silver pieces. We also find 2 keys on the hobgoblin leader. In these games, or in this book, the leader is described as the one with the most HP. We also find another fine looking shield. Might be a shield +1, but we'll keep it and we might use it to bargain with the 2 old sisters. There's a door here, it's locked, but the key opens it and we find stairs going down. Now this looks like we're getting close to our goal. We still have to clear up here, so we go back up and we have got a T-junction ahead where we can see some doors. We're down an empty corridor and we're going to try the doors first. And we listen at this door. Well, our thief does. Here's nothing. We open it up and go in. And it is a temple, and there is a statue here to some evil god. None of us here have seen it before, but there's nothing else. We go up further and we listen at this door. Don't hear anything. We open it up, and the reason we didn't hear anything is because it's empty. And so we go further to this door, listen again. And Liz doesn't hear anything. And again, the reason she doesn't hear anything is because this room is empty. Now this is a supply room, and it has got hordes of stuff, enough to equip a small army. Now that is suspicious, since we're looking for an army. I'll read out what it has. It's got 20 short swords, 25 swords, 30 spears, 10 crossbows, 200 quarrels. Each of the crates holds 24 suits of leather armour, 40 shields. All of the weapons and armour are that of a size a human could use, but there's nothing to suggest that it is hobgoblins who are collecting and preparing to use the supplies. Now here's something interesting. The DM is told that if the players decide to destroy all this, they'll get some bonus XP. Well, that's good, but it seems a waste, considering there's a garrison back in Guido's fort in a bad state of repair that would be very glad of all of this stuff. So we might actually keep it, and if we go to Guido's fort, we might come back with our 2 couriers and maybe some of the people from the garrison, and with a horse and cart, and indeed load up and take all of this away. If we manage to pull that off, then our party will get the extra 200 XP. Right, so it's coming into the evening and we really need to leave here, find somewhere to rest. But, well, we can't resist trying a couple more doors. So we go back here, listen at this door. Don't hear anything. Our dwarf opens it. It is indeed empty. We've got one last door to listen at here. Aha, and what Liz hears are voices she is familiar with. She can't understand what they're saying, but she's convinced they're ogre. And sure enough, this is a guard room with 2 ogres inside. We're told that the ogres are seated at a large table because they're concentrating on rolling knuckle bones, crude bone dice, on the table before them. Add 1 to their chance of being surprised. In other words, a roll of 1 to 3. They fight savagely, but will surrender. Well, let's burst in. We don't like ogres. 2 of their teenagers once pulverized us. So let's see if there is actually any surprise. No, there isn't. Oh, what a waste. They jump up. And we get initiative. Good. Archery. Liz. Misses. Magic spells. Sylvia, magic missile. Okay, 4 damage. One is from 21 to 17. Malin has nothing. He's got a throwing dagger. Yeah. Oh well, you know. The gods love a trier. Donard. Grief. What a miss. What a waste of a good 6. Carrick. Yes. With all his bonuses, takes 1 from 19 down to 8. Right, they've both been hit. Let's do a morale check on them. Which they pass. Right. Their turn. Okay. And it is this 1d10 dice. One on Donard hits AC 3. He's fine. The one on Carrick misses. Good, because he would have done 10 damage. Right. Round 2. Please get initiative. Oh no, they do. Right. Okay. The one on Donard takes another swing quite quickly and hits. Oh god, hits AC 0. Takes 6 points off him. No. The one on Carrick. Oh, misses. Right. Argo. Liz. Shoot one of them. Well, she does, but she does a measly 3 damage. It's from 17 to 14. Sylvia, try another magic missile. Better results. One is from 8 down to 2. Malin, throw a dagger. Oh, well, that's a 12. That's a miss. Right, what a shame. He would have killed that last ogre. Right. Donard, please kill the one on you. Oh, and you miss badly. Carrick. Hits. Excellent damage as well. That's 9. No, that's 11 damage. It's from 14 down to 3. Whew. Right. Round 3. And they get initiative. Now they're both down to 3 health and 2 health. Another morale check. Now that is an 8. The morale is 10. Oh well. They fight on. Not happy. The one on Carrick. The one on Donard. Oh my god. Does another 5 damage. He's down to 14. The one on Carrick misses. Right. Argo. Liz misses. Sylvia is going to move over to her bow. She was casting spells. Malin, your last little throwing dagger. Ah yes, look at that. Now he loses 1 because of his weakness, but that is still enough to kill an ogre. The one with 2 HP. Yes. Right. Donard takes the one that's on Carrick. And misses. And Carrick has a go himself. Ah, badly misses. So it's round 4. There's 1 left. And it's mutual initiative. This will be hopefully his last swing on our dwarf. And allow me to get a higher hit roll table out. 4 plus 1, 14 is AC 1. Okay, that misses. Right. Argo. Liz. This has 3 hit points left. Yes. Hits it right through the eye and it falls to the ground. Okay, well that's a bit of a blow to our morale. Donard is going to use 2 of the staffs of healing on himself. And that's 9 healing. He's up to 23. We're going to investigate this room and we find some nominal gold on the table where the ogres were gambling, and we find some keys on them. Okay, there's a door here. It's got a bar across it. we listen at the door. Our Liz doesn't hear anything, so we lift the bar and go in, and we find inside here 4 Neanderthals. Now these are nice people, and in fact they are prisoners. Right, well, we're gonna put our weapons away. The Neanderthals act scared, but we're clearly not ogres, and what do we want with them? Right, we'll take out some food and we'll offer it to them. They're hungry, they sniff it and they eat it, and well, that's enough to suggest to them that maybe we're friendly. We move outside and we stand by the door and leave the door open, and they immediately make a run for it, but stop here when they see the dead ogres. And then through various kinds of sign language, we're going to escort them out of the temple. And it's getting into evening, and so we're going to cross over and back to this corner here. Now I'm going to make 3 rolls for wandering monsters. And there isn't anything as we cross the courtyard. Is there a patrol on the perimeter? There isn't. So we make it here, and we're going to bed down for the night. Now this will have the advantage of Liz and Sylvia getting cured of that nausea, which has given them a -2 thaco. It's not a comfortable place. We don't heal any HP overnight, but we do recover our spells as usual and our staves of healing, and we have 4 Neanderthal allies with us. So let's roll for anything during the middle of the night. And there isn't anything. Let's roll for anything in the morning. And there isn't anything. Okay, so now what are we going to do? Right, when we wake up, our 4 Neanderthal friends have gone. In fact, it was Sylvia who was keeping watch in the early hours of the morning, and she just watched them disappear. Well, she just let them go. So, it's the next day, and we have several things to do. Firstly, we have a lot of stuff in storage, which we could take back to Guido's fort, and that would be a grievous blow to the hobgoblins, but that would mean traversing the hill and back again, and these areas may restock with enemies. We have noticed that there's a huge hole in our map here in this room. We might go looking for this missing room after all, and we have stairs downward. Okay, so those are our options. What do we do? Let's find out. Right, we've rested and we've slept, and well, Sylvia tells the others that her Neanderthal friends crept off in the middle of the night, and well, we're happy for them. So that leaves us with 3 choices really. We can go down the stairs to the next level. We have this storeroom here filled with enough to equip an army of about 40 people or humanoids. And we've decided against going back to Guido's fort, getting some people coming back here and taking all of this stuff, simply because that might take us a day and a half, 2 days to achieve, by which time all of the dead hobgoblins will be discovered. And there's a good chance that the hobgoblins themselves will come up here and, well, clean this out, take all their own equipment to safety. So if we clean out the storeroom, we will be doing it at the very end of the adventure. So that leaves us with our 3rd option, just going back into the temple. We still have this hole in our map. And now we have a door here just stuck, and we've given up on it. Now we don't know, is that the door to this room or is that the door to a corridor? But there are 2, 3, 4 likely options for a secret door. We might give it a shot. Let's see if we can get back to the monastery, and as we come up to this hole in the wall, is there a morning patrol? And there isn't. As we make it into the courtyard, there isn't, and as we open the doors to the temple, we're inside and we're fine. Now the first obvious place to look for a secret door is here. let our Sylvia have a look. She doesn't find anything. The next obvious place is to go through the door here and look again. There isn't anything. All this is taking time. Has anything come into the room to look for us? Nope. The next obvious place is to look in this section of the wall. She doesn't find anything. And the last obvious place is to look at the end of this corridor. Yes. And she finds it. Oh, absolutely sweet. Right, okay. This was meant to be my end of session filler, that we just look for secret doors. Didn't expect it to go on a bit. Well, we push open the secret door, so we walk into this room. As we do that, has anything come down the corridor looking for us? Oh, right. Yes, it looks like we're going to have a wandering monster check. I will use the table given. What have we got? 5 zombies. Right. Well, our 4th level cleric can turn them, and we always win initiative. Was there any surprise? It's mutual, right. They lose initiative. How many zombies? 4 of them. How many does he turn? Well, yes, that's 9. They're 2 hit dice each, so that's all 4 of them. And they go shambling back. We'll say they go shambling back here and down the stairs. And I am going to make it that wandering undead that get turned are just removed from the game. We're told constantly throughout the rulebook and even in this book that wandering monsters are there to keep the party on their toes. They're not there to make or break the game. So we are finally in this room, and I'll begin next session with a description. Right, I have to say something about Sylvia. She is not the best archer when it comes to rolls, and she doesn't really use her sword and shield. But in this area here, and previously towards the end of Keeping the Borderlands, when it came to finding secret doors, she has come up trumps. She also speaks several languages. Overall, I find her an extremely useful, if unsung, addition to the party. So we'll explore this room at the beginning of next session. So until then, see you.